at you. Blessing, highly favorite, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time on my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, just keep uplifting yourselves. You know, we're on this path of discovering and understanding ourselves at the deepest point, to bring up whatever we can, you know, proceed in greatness. So, you know, keep doing you, keep elevating yourself, just think and keep going, you know, keep positive thoughts, as well as, you know, speaking things into existence that you really want to manifest into your reality. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life and hit you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are very uplifting to you, informative, give you good vibes or good inspiration that you would love to share with the loved one, family, or friend, or even a fellow empath going through trying times and just needing spiritual guidance or just confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give you a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's so greatly appreciated on all levels. And hoping that you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the music I'm listening to in the background is called 532 Hertz, The Deepest Healing. Let go of all negative energy. Healing meditation, music for 432 Hertz. So I will place that in the description box below. And the video I'm doing today is Swim Flame 101. Heyoka is the only way out is in. I seen this on a platform, empath platform. I can't remember if it was, I think it's Alchemist. I think it was like something like Alchemist. But I seen that from Yogi's. I know his name is Yogi something, but he said that, and I was like, oh yes, I love that. You know, I love that post that you had with, you know, the picture. You know, with you creating. You know, you're creating. You are a co-creator of the views of your world. You know, it's all about what you decide to do. You know, a lot of times we feel stuck, we feel stagnant, and you know, in a lot of different situations, especially if you know there's certain things or even certain people that can really, you know, pull your chain of emotions. But it's all about, you know, when you feel like you want to be out of that situation or you want to be out. Oh my God, it's like the ringing of my ear, y'all. Excuse me. Ooh. It was like right in the right ear. I know that's a good sign. But anyways, uh you know, going through those things, you have to be able to dive deep. You know what you want to manifest in your life. You know what you're trying to bring into your reality. You know what things you want to separate yourself from. You know, anything that, you know, brings you down, mocks you, you know, constantly pushing, you know, negative instead of positive. You know, anybody who challenges you, uh, you know, with your self care. You know what I'm saying? Anything that does that, you know, everybody's dealing with their karmic situations until you allow yourself, you know, to learn from the things that need to be learned in that situation. Allow yourself to rise above it. You know, it's all about how you choose to view it. You know, I used to always say, oh, you know, it's keeping me here, you know, these, this, that, and third, you know, but it's all about what you allow yourself to take part in. You know, that it's just like with anything that is like attached to darkness, you know, whether it's, you know, narcissistic people, psychopaths, sociopaths, you know, when they tell you, oh, you'll never find somebody like me, that's a hope. You hope and pray that you don't, because anybody like that you don't want to be with in the first place. You have to allow yourself to know when you're dealing with folks like that, you know, they're trying to break your patterns, uh, that, you know, is no longer serving you at that point. You know, I've talked to people on a one-on-one basis where, you know, some of them are trying to just get that inner me back, you know, allowing yourself to feel that confidence and the reassurance in your life, understanding your path, understanding your purpose. You know, a lot of times we feel stagnant in stuff, but when you're giving off that view of stagnation, that's all you're going to get back. That's all you're going to see. It's all about how you view things. You know, we're all being, um, you know, tested in different ways, or all being, you know, taught in different ways on different levels. But it's all about what you decide to take part in. You know, if you know your life is not, you know, adventurous or you're not seeing any positive changes in your life, you have to be able to apply that. You have to be able to see it. You have to be able to claim that, speak that into your existence. Just being able to tell yourself, when negative comments come up, you see it, now you want to release it. Allow yourself to not take part in emotions that was brought into the situation, because it makes you feel like you had when it first happened. And I have to tell myself that when other things are coming up, because I'm allowing myself to separate from me, being able to look at all my situations that I've been placed in, or in my that was in my control, that I placed myself in, as well as others has done for me. These are the things that are giving you growth. These are the things to let you see how a lot of times we have to come in contact with things that we need to be able to heal from, for you to be able to see it from the outside, when you're dealing with somebody, when you see that you have a lot in common with these people, or there's things when you're unsure yourself. We all go through that. When you have that that angelic voice in you, say, hey, go ahead, apply yourself. These are the things you have to go dive deep and learn within, allowing yourself to know what makes you tick, allow yourself to know and confront the things that slow you down, things that will pull you in a negative direction, and also the things that will lift you up. These are the things you have to do, the inner work. Nobody can't do this for you. You're not going to find it on the exterior. You're only going to find it on the interior. So you have to be able to do that shadow work for yourself. You know what you want in your life. You know what you're tired of seeing in your life. You can look at your certain situations as eyesore, and this is only whatever cycle you're in right there that is truly taking place in your life, to where you see things happening. You have to allow yourself to be unbothered by that. Just allow yourself to concentrate on self. Allow yourself to be focused um, on what you're trying to achieve in your life. Being able to see the things that slows you down, the things that will put you in your feelings in a negative way. you know and it's just like when things like that happen, I try to find a lot of things that sometimes it happens that way, where you need to allow yourself to step back and do that time of reflection to yourself, to let yourself part ways from those things in life. People, that there's sometimes when we feel like, oh, they're doing this to me, they're doing that to me. You have to allow yourself to, only way they can bother you is if you allow it to. There's things that might, upset you in your life. You can make a statement about it, but don't allow it to become, argumentative. You're going to say how you feel, like, oh, hey, I don't like this when you keep doing this. Can you please stop? Or allow yourself to say, just draw back, because a lot of times things are just coming in your life just to see how you're going to react to it. Don't allow yourself to give anyone or anything your power. You're growing from everything that has been placed in your life. A lot of things has been done to you personally, either by best friends, your partners, or even family. And I'll be telling people, I don't give a dag. Anything that disrupts your happiness, whether it can be a partner or family members, allow yourself to let that go. And a lot of times it's hard to do that. I've let go of a lot of people that really meant a lot to me, but they have to be able to know, you treat people how you want to be treated. If they can't do that, they can't respect you in that way. They're demanding respect, but they lack on that, showing that to you. You have to be able to allow yourself to know, I respect and love myself enough to know that this is not good for me. Even when you're in a situation, a toxic situation, or in a karmic situation, that's what I meant to say, and you can't move on at that time, you allow yourself to learn, see what the universe needs you to learn. You know, these people can affect you. They might try you. They might, do things that disrupt your life. I got to deal with it, in a few corners. And I have to allow myself not to be bothered by it. Allow myself to concentrate on what I'm trying to do. Don't worry about what other people are doing in your life. Things happen. You have to learn from those situations, and you'll truly appreciate it. Because it's like, when I've seen a lot of things that I've has took part of my life, whether it was something very positive because I allowed myself to take chances on different things, or it's just the fact is the spirit guides or universe, or even my loved ones. My dad is like that. He will constantly push me out my comfort zone, and I've seen it when he has done it to other people when he was in the physical. And it's like when you can see the aftermath of what somebody do, they're challenging you, but they're wanting you to challenge yourself. Allow yourself to have that strength in yourself and say, you know what, I can do this. I can make this turn for me. You can make your world turn for you. But it's all about how you choose to go about it, allowing yourself to see the beauty in everything that you are placing your energy in. Even through your toxic times, those are really allowing yourself to see, are you going to allow this situation to eat you up and bottle you up and let you stay in this situation and make you feel like you're on a victimized, you're being victimized or whatever, you're allowing yourself to take into that pity, or you allow yourself to know it's like, look, I'm tired of this situation. I'm gonna do what it takes to heal myself where I need to heal, let go of whatever I need to let go of, allow myself not to partake in any kind of, attention towards something that is going to just drag me to a low frequency, allow myself to really take part in that growth that is needed in my life. As soon as I said that, it's 11:11. Um, you are worth being happy for, no matter, you know, what others think. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to go aim for the stars that can really, you know, make your life glow for you, make you enjoy life. Because a lot of times we're placed in situations where we just don't like living anymore. It makes you feel like you're existing. You don't want to exist. You want to be able to live. You want to be able to experience new things in life. A lot of times we have to be able to place ourselves in certain situations that can scare the heck out of you. And then when you allow yourself to take part in that, yeah, it's scary, because anything that you're not used to doing and it is going to bring positive change in your life, it can be making you feel like, what if this doesn't work? What if it does? Do I have what it takes? Yes, you do. you know will I have a certain timeline on it? No. you know I've seen people that are way older than me and are achieving things that they never done. That was the best thing they did. But you're never too old, and it's never too late for you to apply that to your life. All these things are coming off in my life, and I see the timelines of things that have placed in a good view or a good energy in, um, for me to head towards. And then when I look back, I said, you know what, this is the best decision I ever made. Any decisions that you make and you feel at peace about it, that was the right decisions for you. You know, a lot of times what we're dealing with when it deals with that inner work, it can be very ugly, it can be very sad, very depressing. But these are the things that had to take part in your life for you to see who you were as a spiritual being. And a lot of times, we're like, God, dog, why did I have to go through this? If you never went through this, or you never have experienced this, you would never know what you're capable of achieving. But because it's just like, if you think about all the things people have done to you, if you didn't allow yourself to experience these things, you would never know how strong you are to overcome them. Or if certain traumas didn't happen in your life, you would have never known who you really were. You would walk around still be acting like there's something missing out of my life. But if you didn't go through all these certain traumatic situations, you would have never seen the power that was in you this whole time. A lot of times it takes those things to go through just for you to click on that gift switch to be able to know the abilities you have. I've seen it for a while, but it got very intense over the weekend. And it made me reread different things that I've done in my life as to help me as well as others. And those are the things that really make me happy, when I know that I can bring some type of happiness or clarity towards your life. Because and I always tell people, I just had to say it earlier, I didn't have a lot of people in my life that gave me that positive reassurance. My mom tried to do the best way she can, my sister did too. I had some people in there like that, but I didn't have it like average people have in their families. When you got that family that both of your parents are very supportive, they try to give you that nurture. You need to keep going. I didn't have that, but you know what, I'm very blessed with things that I did go through, because I allowed myself to know what I liked and what I didn't like. And then when I can allow myself to apply that towards people that towards myself as well as other people, to let you be able to feel that, that makes you feel really good. Some people take it for granted. That's fine. They cheated themselves out of loyalty. That says a lot about them and less about you. Just allowing yourself not to change character. Because, it's like when I start going through things and I see how shiesty people can be in real trife, it allowed me to draw back and say, you know what, I'm going to just do what I need to do. And, don't allow myself to let people in. Don't be unfair to yourself, because there are going to be some people that's going to come in your life and is truly going to respect what you have going for yourself, and they're going to admire you, and then it's going to allow them to look at the changes they're trying to have to take place in their life. And it's just like, you can be that influence in people's lives. It's like, dang, I like what she's doing. I like how she takes control of her life, and, not allowing what other people's thoughts and opinions about her to stop her from growing. I don't. Everybody's going to have an opinion about you, but everybody's going to have that different perception of me as well. There's going to be people that know me, say they know me, think they know me, but there's going to be those few that actually understand me on different levels, and that's what you need in your life, and it's just like I'm allowing myself to do that. It was just a lot of times, when I was growing up, I was worried about what people think, what people thought of me, allowing them to validate my life, make me feel important, because I didn't have that at home. My mom did what she can do, but it was like she was going through her own, she was fighting her own demons as well. But when we allowed ourselves to really, support one another, that was a blessing, even though it was short lived. But now my mom still got my back, even though she's in spiritual, on the spiritual realm. And I appreciate that. There's a lot of times I can really be in my feelings and really be hurt by the things that I go through. But it allowed me to really go back in that time when before my mom, health deteriorated. And she told me there's going to be things you're going to go through that's really going to have you shocked. And there's going to be things that people are going to think you're crazy, or people are going to think, you're not telling the truth. But just know, you keep being you. You keep being you. And it really made me take heed on what my mom had said, and made me very grateful for her saying the things she said. And, looking at my life, I went through a lot. But when I allowed myself to see where those traumatic situations took me, and how I applied it to my life, as growth, I'm proud of myself, because when you deal with what you deal with, and when you know you've been through some traumatizing stuff, but you're still out here pushing out love, you're still out here pushing out knowledge. These are the things you needed to go through that, because it makes you go harder for what you want. It makes you go harder for when people come to you, you apply that to their lives that make them want to do that. And it'll be like a domino effect, and it's just like, it's a good feeling when you can do that to people in their life. Because there's so many times I get these comments from y'all know I say it a lot. There's a lot of times that y'all pull on that heartstring, just because the fact is I didn't know, the words I say, or how the things I give you, the views of how I try to go apart about my life, is touched you in a beautiful way. Some people were threatened by it, some people admired that. I mean, with both, that kept me going harder, you know, because it's allowing myself to, respect my realness. I like I tell y'all, not every day is positive for me. I go through things just like you go through things, but there's not a lot of people that will voice those experiences towards everybody else, where they can learn from, or they can actually see, there's somebody out here that can, relate to my issues that I got going on in life, and you don't realize how much you can be a blessing to somebody. Because a lot of times the things we go through, the things we feel, things we see, the things that we take part in, we feel like we're alone. We feel like, dang, is there anybody else going through those things that we go through? Is anybody out there that really understands my needs, or what I'm trying to achieve in my life? You will. Because a lot of times, when you're going through your situation, and when you're going through these spiritual awakenings, you lose people, whether it's friends or family. And it's like everybody took part in your life, and they served their purpose on those part of life, but that it wasn't guaranteed that the people you have in your life was going to stay in your life. When when you're either your back is being turned or their back is being turned towards you, they already serve their purpose. But there's making room for better to come through your life, because I have a lot of folks that they're in my life. They appreciate what I do, it really truly enjoy my videos because that gives them that confirmation that they need it. Because a lot of times when we're doing stuff, we feel like, are we doing the right thing, or am I on the right path, or am I allowing myself to be in my head so much, or am I allowing things to go with the flow? Am I trusting myself as well as the process of my path, where it's taking me? Those are all those questions will come up in your head. But when you're allowing yourself to do that and take growth, allow yourself to do that. Because a lot of times I have to tell myself, you have to allow yourself to be happy again. you know yeah, these things have been placed on your life, but it's all about what how you're going to use it in your life. And I can use these situations that I go through. It took a lot of courage for me to go out and say, who I'm related to, why am I going through these things, and what has happened to me along my way, being able to reflect the great gifts I have, and being blessed to be able to have those one-on-one things where people can really see me being authentic, me, being able to be that person that I always was, and I can appreciate that on all levels. Just like when I'm learning things, people learning things from me, I'm also learning things from them. We can all be able to lift each other up, especially when you're going through those times where it's very low. And a lot of times you need that encouragement that, what, don't stop what you got going on. Don't allow the opinions of others to, distract you, or push you off the road, or where you're going towards success and blessings of abundance. Allow yourself to keep going. Just because they want to push and reflect their insecurities off on them, don't mean you need to go ahead and pay attention to it. A lot of times you see it, you don't even have to acknowledge it. You can keep going. A lot of times you might have something very negative to say, but you don't have to go off on that. There's sometimes where it's needed and sometimes it doesn't need to be needed. It's all about how you choose to go about that. But when we need to go within, you need to really go within. What you want in life, but there's a lot of times you have to be able to go. You have to go through those hard times to appreciate the good times as it's on its way to you. When you have constantly fell on your face in life, that makes you want to go harder for success and happiness. When you haven't been showed love that much, it makes you want to push harder to feel that love for yourself when it wasn't given from other people. And I had to, I appreciate all those things. I know it all has a balance to it. I've experienced a lot of things, whether it was good or bad in my life, but I can appreciate what both of those things taught me, and allow myself to be able to grow from those things that has took part in my life. So, I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video. I'm going to go ahead and recharge for a minute and go ahead and, do me a little workout. And then my granddaughter's getting ready to come over in a few. So I'll be up and running hopefully by tomorrow. I'll allow, universe to tell me what to take part in my life. Because it's like between channeling, do these videos. I've been channeling on and off for the last 4 days straight. And that mess has been crazy. But it was, it was needed. And knowing I can bring myself blessings as well as other people, I'm not going to be mad about that. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of my video. If this is your first time stopping by, thank you. And I would love to give a post notification shout out to official YG, as well as Mia Baker. Welcome to the fam. It's good to have you. As well as Roman, Angel, Brett. I think I'll ask your last name. Anytime I hear that name Roman, makes me think about Roman's Revenge from Nicki Minaj. Um, but anyways, if this is your first time, welcome. It's good to have you. Drop a line. I would love to give you a post notification shout out. I hope all your days, throughout the week is prosperous and it brings you light of joy and love of abundance on many levels that was deeply needed in your life. Know you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved, and knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. I pray that everything you're trying to bring into manifestation of reality of your life comes 100 times more than what you expected, and comes sooner than you expected it. So, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my videos. Um, Share, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you on my next video. Oh, if you want to talk to me but you don't feel comfortable with putting it here, you can always find me on Facebook Messenger. Send me a short text, let me know you connect with me on YouTube and what things you need help with on your spiritual path. I'll try my best to help you, and if not, I can guide you towards the way to help you towards that direction. And I'm not accepting any firm requests, so please don't take it personal. But I will talk to y'all on another note, and I hope you have a blessed, wonderful day, night, evening, wherever you're at in the world. And much love. Peace.